Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the 2023 top 10s, as we are going to look at my number 3 welterweight in the world right now at 147 pounds, the undefeated and new IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So Boots entered the year, well, first off, he moves up one spot from number 4 to number 3. He entered 2023 as a dangerous top contender. And in January, he fought some guy named Jaron something, a Russian fighter, on the Tank Davis and Hector Luis Garcia undercard. And he had to chase the guy around the ring the whole fight as the guy didn't want to engage. And he walked away with a one-sided 12-round decision as he became the IBF's interim champion and basically mandatory challenger. Excuse me. In July, he would return to take on Romain Villa, who had upset Rashidi Ellis earlier in the year on the same card. And he would put his interim title on the line and would just methodically break down Villa, who is game to engage with them, but couldn't take Boots' pressure and power, and he would end up knocking Villa out in the 10th round to retain the interim belt. In November, Boots was upgraded to full champion when the IBF decided to strip Terence Crawford of the title for not defending against his mandatory, which I thought that was completely unfair to Crawford. But they did it, and Boots ended the year as the undefeated IBF champion. So heading into 2024 now, Boots is 26 years old. Overall, he's 31-0 with 28 knockouts. And this is going to be the year that he gets the biggest opportunities of his career. It really is. I think he's going to end up fighting, I think once the situation gets figured out with, once the situation with Terence Crawford and his belts get figured out, because Crawford is likely going to vacate all his world titles. Once that gets figured out, I think Boots is going to get a big opportunity to unify belts almost right away. I think he doesn't have a mandatory challenger right now. So I think Boots is going to be able to fight Mario Barrios in a unification bout. There's already talks of that. Once Crawford vacates, Barrios gets upgraded to full WBC champion. And then the talk is that Barrios and Boots will collide to unify the WBC and IBF belts. Following that, Boots will be able to, he'll be in control of the division, and he'll be able to potentially unify belts with maybe Imanta Stanionis, the WBA champion at the time, or Cody Crowley in a mandatory title defense, or Crowley could be the new WBO champion, because Crowley's number 2 in the WBO and Giovanni Santillan's number 1. And if Crowley were to beat Santillan to become, to win the vacant title, then he might be next in line for a unification with Boots. So Boots, in my opinion, is going to have, is going to get the biggest opportunities of his career in 2024. And I think, honestly, he's going to be sitting at number 1 in the division by the end of the year. I really believe that. I think he's going to be a unified champion, at least 2 belts. And I think he's going to get a huge I think he's going to get, I think he's going to score the biggest victory or victories of his career in 2024 and shut down this division. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what Boots does and what he's capable of. And really going to be, like I said, I really believe it's going to be a good year for Jaron "Boots" Ennis at 147 pounds. So that's it. That's what I got. That is my 2023 top 10s on my number 3 welterweight in the world right now, the reigning and undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.